Hi there, I'm Kim from the East Sussex Careers Hub, and today, as part of Digital Open Doors, we are visiting Metro Bank in Eastbourne. Now we are going to meet Ash and Inga, who will show us around the bank before meeting their colleagues.
Business room. We use this room for meetings such as performance reviews. It's also available for customers to book. So if they have a club or society, they may want to have their own meetings here.
Right, so this is our magic money machine. This is a coin counting machine. It's for customers and non-customers, and it's for free. It doesn't count any commission. I will show you how it works. It is all animated, especially attracting the young customers, young fans, to make it more fun experience for them. We have a little game where you can guess how much do you have. If you guess the amount right, you win a prize. So let's try. All your coins can be mixed. If there would be any foreign currency that's by mistake mixed up, all the coins will be split out. And now we just need to see if I guessed it right. Well, I'm 5p short. It asks do we have more coins to throw today? In this case, no. Perfect. It still says we are winner, so that means I'm winning a prize. And as Metro Bank works very closely with the communities, charities, at the moment we collaborated with NHS charities together, so you can actually donate a pound or your choice of amount. This time I'll press no. At the end of the transaction, you're getting a receipt. Shows you a winner, and it just says how many of each coins you had in particular denomination. Right, so when we get the receipt, we're bringing that over the counter, cashier, and this is Andy, who will tell you what he's doing.
Hi, so my name's Andy, I'm a cashier here at Metro Bank Eastbourne. So day to day I deal with payments for customers, payments, withdrawals, deposits, that sort of thing, any sort of frontline sort of cash handling, etc. That's basically what I do sort of generally day to day. So with this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay.
Hi, my name's Rob. I'm a customer service representative at Metro. So my role, starting by obviously greeting people at the door. My role at the desk here is to open accounts. So we're looking at cash accounts, current accounts. I also look at credit cards, we look at loans, and we also do business accounts. Each of those have separate training, so I'm a fully trained CSO. So once you've done all that, you can see a whole wide range of different customers. Also part of the job is obviously once we've finished the interaction at the desk, we then obviously introduce people to the bank, so we take them up to the teleline as you'll see, and introduce them to all the rest of the colleagues in the store, because when a new person comes in, we like to introduce them to everybody, so we try to, very difficult, but try to remember people by name, so that can make personalise the interaction.
What I like most is developing my colleagues. I enjoy doing coaching with them, helping them to develop into their further roles. I also like helping customers, but as a manager you more help your colleagues to do that, so that's what I like the most. I use coaching skills, more leadership skills. I have to be very organised, so that's one of the biggest skills. That's the main ones that I use. I think just work hard, because not everyone knows what they want to do. I didn't know what I wanted to do until I was in my mid-20s, but as long as you work hard, get the grades early, then you have so much time to think about what you want to do.
Before I joined Metro Bank, I was working in catering wholesale, and I was with a small family business there for over 10 years. And before that, I was in cabin crew. This sector is always changing. It's very interesting, and it's always great to be able to help customers with their savings, with lending, and all their monetary requirements. To work at Metro Bank, advice I would give is you have to be very passionate about your customer, and it's also a lot of energy, a lot of fun, and it's bring your best face to work every day.
Right, so before joining Metro Bank, I wanted to be a dancer and I wanted to be a lawyer. Two very different things, and at the end I left dancing as a hobby. I've been doing work experience for lawyers, but at the end, as it is very difficult to get in there in the law firms, I decided to go with the banking, and here we go. Especially with Metro Bank, I love our culture, that we can express ourselves, I can be myself. There are a lot of different things and aspects to it. I can sometimes run away from work and go to school, teach children about banking, and yeah, that's what I love the most. Don't be worried that maybe you're not doing that great in maths, because that's what I was always worried about. I think if I would say to my maths teacher that I'm working in a bank, she would just laugh out loud. But yeah, just go for it. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. You have plenty of time to try anything what you want, and you never know, something that maybe you don't like or don't imagine ever to be your career actually can become the one that you're going to love.
So I started out as an electrician, which is vastly different from banking. And then from there I decided I wanted another career change. So I was a paint technician for a mobile car spraying company. And then during that time I saw the job that come up from Metro Bank and decided that I'd quite like to have another change. And so nearly 2 years on, I'm here in the banking sector. I like meeting people anyway. I like talking to people, so the customer interaction side of things is something that I really enjoy. It's always good to sort of help people when somebody's coming with a problem, and I've been able to assist and help them so that they leave with their problem being solved and everything working all fine for them. Definitely communication and people skills. You've got to be able to sort of build rapport with people and be able to get on with people sort of fairly well. Definitely sort of being able to bring something new to your role. So whether it be sort of a bit of zest that you've got or what have you. Definitely some sort of attention to detail, because when you're looking at sort of facts and figures and what have you. You need to sort of make sure everything's correct, that sort of thing. I would definitely say be yourself. There's so many different personalities here, and they're very, very accepting of everyone. You don't need to come from a banking background. Like myself, I'm not from a banking background at all, but I've managed to sort of fit in quite well here. So. They hire for attitude. They can teach you the skills, but you have to have that. If you've got the sort of the right sort of attitude and the right sort of mind frame, there's something they can work with. You don't have to stick to one job. If you want to have a change. There's further education that you can go through. There are other jobs that you can do. Don't feel that you need to be stuck in sort of one path. You can chop and change your path as you wish to. Obviously, if the opportunities are available.
So before Metro Bank, I started at a supermarket part-time. Sort of worked my way through the ranks there and eventually became deputy store manager for a small store. After that I went and became a sports coach at primary schools in the local area, sort of between Hastings and Brighton, doing like after school clubs and lunch clubs in various different sports. Sport is what I studied at college, sports science, and 4 years ago I joined Metro Bank, started as a cashier and worked my way through the ranks again, and now I'm a business trained customer service representative. To be honest, it's the culture of the company, the people you work for. It's the first job where I've actually enjoyed coming to work every day, and thankfully I can still say that after 4 years. And it's about helping the public as well, building relationships with customers, local businesses, getting involved with community events. We do school events as well. We do something called Money Zone where we reach out to Key Stage 1 and 2, and we're going to start to do Key Stage 3 as well, teaching them about banking because it's not something that's really in the curriculum as such. So yeah, there's lots I enjoy. No 2 days are the same. Like I said, it's very varied. No 2 days are the same. It can be highly demanding at times. You have to be able to meet deadlines. You've got to understand that banking is a very important part of people's lives, so it's a very serious job, but at the same time we try not to take ourselves too seriously and have fun whilst we're doing so. Multiple skills. I'd say the most important things are your time management, being able to multi-skill, and building customer relationships. So that involves communication and being able to sort of build that rapport with customers and being able to find out how you can help them more. Yeah, absolutely. I came into banking with an open mind. Banking, you might assume it's just working in a store or a branch. Banking is a big operation. There's various different roles that may suit you, whether it's in head office or working from home. There's so much variation, and I wouldn't be put off by grades or anything like that. A lot of the people here haven't got banking experience. At Metro, we hire on attitude and then train you for skill. So my advice would be keep an open mind.
Thank you to Metro Bank Eastbourne for welcoming in the OpenDoors team. You can learn more about the company online and complete their tasks by contacting us. Thanks for watching, and I will see you at the next Digital OpenDoors video. Bye!